Check 1 2. I want to check out how I just can't get over this glow. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a full face of makeup under $5. Not gonna lie, this is a little tricky. I thought I had a lot of it, most of it, but I actually didn't. So I had to go to the store and do some hunting for $5 makeup. That means everything on my face, from concealer, foundation, eyeshadows, lashes, liner, every single thing that you see of the glow. Oh, can we just talk about that glow? Everything on my face is under $5, which is amazing, and is why one of the reasons I'm super excited to show you this video, because I definitely found some amazing bomb products that I can't believe are only $5 and under. It's giving me like bronzy, summertime, spring vibes. So if you want to see how I got this look right here, then keep watching. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the quad family. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. I'm gonna start off with face primer first. So I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild Dewy Lumino Photo Focus Face Primer from Wet n Wild. And it looks like it has a little bit of a color to it. Okay. So we are going to apply that, and it's very shimmery. It looks really pretty, like almost like a highlight. I'm gonna work that into my skin all over. We're gonna have, obviously we're gonna be glowing. This is really glowy. I feel like this could be a base highlight. I don't know about putting this all over my face, but we're just gonna do it. All right, we are glowing. We're gonna be extra glowy today. That's insanely shimmery. My face looks like the Tin Man. And then for foundation, I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild Coverall Cream Foundation. It's supposed to be full coverage, like medium to full coverage. Lightweight satin matte finish, all day wear, and work that in my skin. Let's see if this is really full coverage. Wet n Wild has some really affordable products that are actually good, so I'm really interested to see if this foundation is gonna work for me. I thought this color was gonna be way off for me, but it actually looks pretty good so far. And the coverage isn't too bad. While I'm here, I'm just gonna put this on my eyelid to even out the skin right here. I like the coverage that it's giving me so far. All right, so for the brows, I have this Catrice eyebrow pencil in the shade Don't Let Me Brown. Get it? That's cute. Even if you accidentally press down, this pencil is very forgiving. And it's not too waxy or thick. Okay, not gonna lie, my brows are actually a little bit lighter than what I like them to be on the outer part of my eye, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave it how it is and move on to the eyes. For the eyeshadow, I did not realize that the Colourpop pressed shadows individually are $5 each. So I put them all in this Z palette that I have. So I'm gonna choose from these guys right here. I've never tried their pressed powder, so I'm really excited to see how it's gonna perform on my eye, especially because it's only $5, and we already know that Colourpop's pretty pigmented and they have really cool products. So I'm excited to see if their pressed shadows are as good as those Super Shock ones. So I'm gonna take this guy right here. This is Hear Me Out. My goodness, these guys are super pigmented. Whoa, oh my gosh, but it's getting stuck. I'm gonna take a different brush. I think that's gonna help. I'm gonna take Firefly and I'm gonna take Hear Me Out together and just use that all over the lid to set the eyes. And honestly, this is so pigmented and I'm having a little trouble blending out right in here, but I think that's probably a foundation issue. Going into these two guys right here. I like that these are pigmented, but I feel like they don't move around as easy. That was a little brighter than what I expected, but that's okay. For the crease, I'm gonna go in with these 3 shades right here. This is Wake Up Call, Bel Air, and Made to Last. I'm just gonna take all of them and start to work them right in the crease. You guys, these shadows are very pigmented. I'm gonna go back into the shade, the brush that we used earlier. Blend this guy out. These are a little hard to blend. That just means you have to blend a little longer. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with Paper Tiger and Note to Self. Go back and forth in between those and just start to work that on the outer part of the lid and going up into the crease. And then I'm taking it all the way, like I'm moving my brush towards the tail end of my brow bone just because I want to elongate my eye a little bit. I'm going to keep it away from the front part of my eye, so there we go. Next color I'm going into is this brown shade right here. This is Top Notch. This like reddish rustic brown. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and take that on the outer portion. I'm just working in all these brown shades so that we can create this beautiful gradient in our eye. I'm going to take this fluffier brush and just buff everything out, make sure that everything is smooth, there's no harshness or rough edges. So I'm going to go into Cloud 9, which is this really dark brown matte shade right here, and I'm going to take that on the outer corner of the eye. You always want to start off with just a little bit of dark color. Tap off the excess like crazy. And then go in and blend it out. Not completely, but just soften it up. Soften the edges around it. Keep adding more, but gradually do that. Don't just put on a ton of dark eyeshadow in one spot, because then it's really hard to go back from that. And it's hard to move around and it could get really big and messy. So just leave it in one little tiny spot and work the intensity level up as you go. And I'm doing just little short rolling motions right here. And then just in case we lost some of that brown orange shade, I'm just gonna take that and Paper Tiger, mix them together on this outer portion of the eye. And keep elongating the eye. Well, for me, I like to elongate the eye, so I'm just gonna take some and keep working it out here, just giving it more of a wider effect. And then bring it in like this, right above all of the shades. For the bottom, I'm just gonna take Paper Tiger and Top Notch. I'm gonna mix these two guys together to make my own little unique shade, and work that on the lower lash line, bringing it all the way into the inner corner. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into Boxer, which is this really pretty coppery brown, golden, bronzy looking shade, and work that on the lid. All right, so for the very inner corners, I'm gonna take this beautiful, beautiful shade. This is Save It for Later, and I'm gonna take this little brush and work that right in the inner corner. And I'm just gonna hit my brow bone really, really quick. Hear Me Out, which is kind of bright, but we'll make it work. I'm just gonna go back and forth right along the brow bone. Okay, so this is the Essence Super Fine Eyeliner Pen. Let's make a little wing. I want this wing to just kind of come out of my own eyeball. So I don't want to bring it all the way in. I don't want this inner area to get really thick. I just want it to literally just boop. This eyeliner is so good. It's so dark and pigmented. Now, I don't know how long until this guy is going to dry out completely on me, because that kind of happens with more inexpensive eyeliners. But from a first impression, just putting it on my eye. Next, I'm going on to mascara. Mascara is a mascara. So I'm just gonna pop this mascara on from e.l.f. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, but we're just gonna put eyelashes on anyways. I'm gonna take the Essence Extreme Lasting Easy Glide Waterproof Eye Pencil called Silky Nude, and I'm just gonna put that on my waterline. So these lashes that I'm using right here are from e.l.f. These are the Winged and Bold lashes. These are very natural looking. All right, so that is it for the eyes. I like how they're just bright and kind of doughy-eyed and winged out. That's really, really pretty. This could definitely be a daytime or a nighttime look. I feel like you can go either way, like daytime glam or just like light night makeup. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is a yellow corrector, and you guys know how I love my yellow corrector. So I'm gonna take that right underneath my eye. If you have really dark under eye circles, or if you haven't gotten sleep in a little bit, or you're like a student and you're just studying all day, all night, going to work, and your eyes look crazy, take a yellow corrector. It'll save your life. Put it on before you do the rest of your concealer. This is a concealer from Essence. It's a color correcting stick, and this is more of the salmon shade. So I'm gonna hit that right there. Man, Essence has some really good products. Okay, so now I'm gonna set everything in place and contour a little bit. So I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette Contour. While my concealer is fresh and my beauty sponge is pretty damp, I'm gonna go ahead and take this powder contour right here. I mean, this highlight right here, and it is matte, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna take it right underneath my eye. And my secret for no cakiness under the eyes, no fine lines, is to use a lightly damp beauty sponge. Down the nose, plus this area right here, which you don't have to do. This is just like a personal spot for me that I feel like needs a little facelift. So just work that in with a beauty sponge. So now we're gonna contour. And for the contour, I'm going to take this brush right here, just this tightly packed dome fluffy, kind of fluffy brush. So I'm going to take this shade of contour right here, which looks like a really nice shade to contour with. I'm going to take it right on under the cheekbone and go just about halfway down. Bring it all the way through the hairline. Be careful, don't get helmet bronzer. Follow the natural curve of your hairline. Wow, this blends really nicely into the skin. Like, I don't even have to put in much effort to blend it. I'm gonna work that upward. So I'm moving my brush up my cheekbone, buffing it in upwards, and take it right. Make sure we have this area really nice and blended so it all looks like it flows together really nice and there's not like a break. Go ahead and take that down the nose. I'm gonna go right here along the side. You guys know I kind of do like a turned up button nose. So I take some down here and then I grab some right here and bring it around so it's a little more rounded. So it looks like that looks kind of crazy at first. When you blend it out, it looks like a new nose. I'm gonna take some of that setting powder on the side of the nose like this. I know it looks like a lot right now, but we blend it out into nothing. So the mixture of this brightening plus the contouring together really bring out the shape. So make sure you don't skip one of these steps if you're trying to create a new nose shape on yourself. I'm just gonna bronze up with the Essence Sun Club bronzer in Natural. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that on this brush right here, go right on the cheek. This one has more of an orange undertone, so this one works really good as a bronzer. You don't want to use this as a contour. And then I have this blush right here from Lottie London. It's called Blush Crush. This is in the shade Zane, the one that left One Direction. Ow, I can't open this. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and pop it on the cheek. Actually have another blush right here. It's called Drake. Oh my god, okay, I get it now. This is really cute. I'm gonna take a little bit of that on the cheeks too. A little bit of Drake, a little bit of Zane, all mixed up into one. Okay, so for the highlight, I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in Precious Petals. Take that right on the cheekbone. Ooh, this is a highlight you definitely need to get yourself if you're at the drugstore, because wow, this is amazing. I'm gonna take Squad from Lottie London, and just the way it's gliding on the lips, you can tell it's a good formula. That is a really pretty nude. I like that it's not like whitening out my face. I'm gonna go right on top with a liquid lip. This is from e.l.f. This is in the shade Praline. Wow, this is a really pretty lip color. And it feels really nice on the lips too, so that's a big plus. That is the end of the makeup look. I really like it. It didn't even take me long, and I love how it came out. So I'm super excited for you guys to try out these products. I loved how this makeup came out, and the fact that it's super affordable. I'm excited. Ooh. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed this video today, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me. And before I let you go, I want to remind you that it's okay to let people know how you feel sometimes, even if you feel like you don't want to hurt their feelings, or if you feel they're going to think of you as a bad person, or they're going to think you're mean. Don't worry about it. Sometimes it's okay to let people know how you feel, but it is how you say it. So make sure you're saying it in the most respectful way ever. I love you guys, and until the next video, bye dollies.